Come, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. Yes, I am still calling. And yes, my voice is for you. You who have seen many years, who carry the memories of laughter and loss, of joy and sorrow, of beginnings and endings. You who feel the ache in your bones, the slowing of your pace, the quiet stretching across your days. You may wonder if there is anything more, anything left. But I tell you now, this is not the end. It is the beginning. When I first spoke those words beside the Sea of Galilee, "Come, follow me," I was not speaking only to the young or the strong. I did not choose disciples based on vigor or speed. I did not call the proud, the powerful, or the polished. I called the humble, the weathered, the ready. I looked into the eyes of ordinary men, fishermen, laborers, men who had known hardship and toil, and I invited them into something eternal. And now I look into your eyes. I see the years that have shaped you, the seasons that have refined your soul. I see the way your heart has softened through pain, how your prayers have deepened in silence. I see the quiet battles you have fought, the silent hopes you still carry, the questions you have not dared to ask aloud. I see it all, and I say again, come, follow me. You may believe that the invitation was meant for someone else, someone younger, more vibrant, less worn by time. But that is not how I see you. I do not measure worth the way the world does. I am not looking for speed, nor strength, nor stamina. I am looking for faith. And faith, true, deep, seasoned faith, often blooms most beautifully in the latter years. Do not think yourself forgotten. You have not been cast aside. I have walked with you all along, through your youth and into your age, through celebration and sorrow, through every loss and every gain. And now, in this hour, I am not stepping away. I am stepping closer. There is no expiration date on grace. There is no age limit on being called. Do you remember Abraham? I called him when his body was worn, when his wife was barren, when the promise seemed impossible. I asked him to believe, and he did. And because of his faith, generations were born. Do you remember Moses? He was tending sheep in the wilderness at 80 years old, thinking his life had already reached its conclusion. But I came to him in the fire, not to retire him, but to ignite him. I sent him to free my people. Do you remember Anna, the prophetess? A widow for decades, old in years, faithful in worship. She lived to see my face in the temple and proclaim salvation. Do you remember Simeon, who waited so long? He did not see me in youth, but in old age, and it was enough to give him peace. And now I am here, before you, calling you by name. Come, follow me. You have much to offer. Your years are not a burden to me. They are a gift. You carry wisdom that cannot be taught, only lived. You carry perspective that the world desperately needs. You have stories that breathe hope into younger hearts. You have patience born from pain, courage born from perseverance, compassion born from deep wells of grace. You are not less valuable in these years. You are more so. The world tells you to slow down, to step back, to fade quietly. But I do not tell you to fade. I call you to shine with a light that does not flicker with age, but glows ever brighter with truth. The path ahead may look narrow, uncertain, unfamiliar, but I will walk it with you, step by step. You do not need to run. You only need to walk with me. I do not require perfection. I never have. I only ask for your yes. Yes, Lord, I will trust you again. Yes, Lord, I will believe you still have purpose for me. Yes, Lord, I will go where you lead even now. You are not starting over. You are stepping further in, deeper, higher, closer. My child, the final years of your earthly life are not a slow descent into obscurity. They are a rising ascent into glory. Each day you draw nearer to my face. Each breath you are closer to the joy that will never end. But even now, yes, even now, I am working through you. There are still people who need to hear your voice. There are still prayers you are meant to pray, prayers that move heaven. There are still hands you are meant to hold, tears you are meant to wipe, words you are meant to speak. songs you are meant to sing, love you are meant to give. This is not the end. It is the unveiling of a holy season, a sacred call to walk with me not in noise, but in nearness. I am not finished with you. Come, follow me. I will lead you into peace, the kind that surpasses understanding, the kind that guards your heart and mind when the world feels fragile, the kind that steadies your soul even when your body feels weak. I will lead you into joy, not fleeting happiness, but joy that rises like a wellspring, untouched by circumstance. I will lead you into rest, not idleness, but true rest, the kind that comes from knowing you are fully loved, fully known, fully held. And when the storms come, because they will, I will be with you in the boat, whispering, "Peace, be still. You are not alone." I see the names you whisper in the quiet: sons, daughters, grandchildren, friends. I know the burdens you carry for others, the longing that they would know me. I have heard your prayers. Not one of them is lost. They are stored in golden bowls before my throne. Every word, every tear, every sigh, I have gathered them. I treasure them. You are a priest in your home, an intercessor in your circle, a light on the hill. You are mine, and nothing, not age, not illness, not weariness, not the past, can separate you from my love. Come, follow me. Follow me in gentleness. Follow me in trust. Follow me in faith that has weathered the storms. Follow me in the stillness of morning and the quiet of night. Follow me when your body feels frail and your soul feels tender. Follow me into the garden of grace, where nothing is wasted and everything is made new. Let me carry what you no longer can. Let me hold you when you are tired. Let me remind you that your worth is not measured in productivity or acclaim, but in love, and I love you beyond measure. You are not forgotten. You are not finished. You are not too late. You are called. So come, take my hand. Walk with me not toward the end, but into fullness, into a purpose deeper than you've ever known, into the joy of being used by me even now, especially now. The world sees age. I see beauty. The world sees slowing. I see ripening. The world sees limitation. I see legacy. Come, follow me. The path will not always be easy, but it will be good. You may not see all the fruit with your own eyes, but you will have planted eternal seeds. You may feel unnoticed by many, but you are seen intimately, deeply, continually by me. You are beloved, and I am calling you now, not as an afterthought, but as my beloved disciple. One I have known from the beginning, one I have chosen for such a time as this. So let your heart awaken once more. Let the Spirit breathe upon the embers. Let your soul remember that it is never too late to say yes. Yes, Lord, I will follow you. You wonder if it is too late to begin again, too late to walk into something new, too late to make a difference, too late to be fully mine. You wonder if your years have placed you beyond the reach of calling, or purpose, or joy. You feel the weight of time. You carry memories not only of what has been but of what could have been. You think of the opportunities missed, the prayers unanswered, the dreams unfulfilled. You look backward and sometimes feel the ache of silence, of regret. But I tell you this truth now, it is never too late. Not for me, not for grace, not for life, not for you. There is no expiration date on the call I have placed over your life. There is no too old in the kingdom of heaven. There is no moment when my love ceases to pursue you. No age when my voice stops speaking your name. If your heart still beats, it is because I have more for you. You are still alive because you are still called. I know the thoughts that come to you in quiet moments. I know the things you wish you had done differently, the times you didn't speak when you should have, the times you turned away instead of leaning in. I know the days when you felt too afraid, too unsure, too far behind. But grace does not run on your clock. My mercy is not tied to your timing. When I look at you, I do not see what you've missed. I see what I still want to give. I am the God of restoration, of redemption, of resurrection. And resurrection, my beloved, is not only for the body at the end of time. It is for the soul right now. It is for every place in your life that feels forgotten, buried, dead. It is for every part of your journey that you thought was finished. Let me bring it back to life. Let me breathe again on the things you thought were over, your calling, your influence, your fruitfulness. Let me touch your heart with fresh fire. Let me awaken gifts that were never meant to die, only to rest until this very hour. Yes, I work in seasons, but the world does not understand my timing. They will tell you your best years are behind you. I say your most holy years may still be ahead. They will measure your value by what you can do. I measure it by who you are in me. They will see wrinkles and slowing and fragility. I see depth and strength and endurance born through pain. You are not disqualified by your age. You are prepared by it. For who can comfort better than the one who has suffered long? Who can speak truth more gently than the one who has learned it slowly? Who can guide others more faithfully than the one who has walked the long road with me? You are a vessel I have shaped over decades, a soul I have been refining through storms and sunshine. You are not starting from nothing. You are rising from the ashes, from the wilderness, from the waiting. And I, the Lord your God, am not done writing your story. Do you remember how I called the laborers to the vineyard? Some in the early morning, some at midday, some in the last hour? And I paid them all the same. Why? Because I do not reward based on length of service. I reward based on the yes in your heart. Whether you are at the first hour or the 11th, your yes still matters. I do not need many years to do a mighty work through you. I only need your surrender. Think of the thief on the cross beside me. His entire life was marked by brokenness. He had nothing to offer, no legacy, no record of good works. He was dying, but in his final breath, he looked at me and said, "Remember me," and I did. Today, I told him, "You will be with me in paradise. Do not underestimate what I can do in a moment. Do not despise the power of a late surrender. One breath, one step, one whispered prayer of faith can open eternity. So if you feel like you've wasted too much time, bring me the time you have left. I will multiply it. If you feel like you've made too many mistakes, bring me your wounds. I will turn them into wisdom. If you feel like you're too weak to be used, bring me your weakness. My strength is made perfect there. Never forget, I chose a barren woman to bear a prophet. I chose a stammering man to speak before kings. I chose a teenager to carry the Son of God. And I chose an old man exiled on a rocky island to receive revelation. I choose the unexpected. I anoint the overlooked. I raise the forgotten. And yes, I call the aging to walk in fresh power. You are not past your moment. You are in it. Now is the time to follow me with new trust. Now is the moment to give me all you are. Not just what remains, but all you are. Because all of it matters. Nothing in your life has been wasted when placed in my hands. Every trial, every scar, every loss, I redeem it all. And I do not only restore, I multiply. I take the broken pieces and build something more beautiful than before. I take the barren seasons and cause fruit to grow in places long thought dead. I make rivers in the desert and roads in the wilderness. I turn mourning into dancing, ashes into beauty. So open your hands again, not to let go, but to receive. Receive peace not as an end, but as a beginning. Receive purpose, not in striving, but in surrender. Receive joy, not because everything is perfect, but because I am present. My child, the world says to settle. I say to awaken. The world says to rest in retreat. I say to rise in response. You have not missed your chance. You are standing in it. Even now, in these days of gray hair and gentler rhythms, I will use you. Even now, in a culture that overlooks your generation, I will raise your voice. Even now, in quiet conversations, I will speak through you to the young, to the broken, to the lost. Even now, you can disciple, you can bless, you can teach, you can love. You can carry my glory. You do not need a stage. You are my sanctuary. You do not need a title. You bear my name. You do not need great strength. You have me. Come, follow me, not to relive the past, but to discover the holy present. Every moment matters. Every step counts. I am not only the Lord of your youth, I am the shepherd of your old age. I am not only the redeemer of your past, I am the promise of your future. So do not be afraid. Even when your body weakens, my spirit will be strong in you. Even when your memory dims, my love will not forget you. Even when your voice trembles, my word will still flow through you. Even when you feel alone, I am nearer than your breath. You are not winding down. You are preparing to enter into the fullness of all I have prepared. But even now, here in the waiting, here in the quiet, I am moving. You are my witness. You are my beloved. And there is still more healing, more peace, more fruit, more joy. So come, let go of the belief that you are too far gone or too late or too old. Lay down the lie that you are done. Pick up the truth. You are mine, and I am not finished with you. Follow me even now, especially now, because I am still walking. I am still calling. I am still building my church, and I still have a place for you in it. So take the next step. Open your heart. Say yes again. You will not walk alone. I go before you, and I walk beside you. Come, beloved child. There is still so much life left in your story. And the best part? I write the ending, and I write in resurrection ink. Come, follow me. You have heard this invitation. You have felt it stir within your soul. And now I invite you to walk. Not in haste, not in striving, but in faith. A walk of faith is not about how fast you go. It is not about how far you've traveled or how strong your legs may feel. No, this journey is about trust. It is about where your eyes are set and whom you are walking with. You are not walking alone. You never were. I have been with you through every season, through your first steps and your faltering ones, through the winding roads and the narrow paths. And now, in this chapter, I walk even closer. For the walk of faith is most precious when the body slows and the spirit deepens. It is most radiant when it is not fueled by adrenaline, but by love. Faith is not for the strong. Faith is for the surrendered. And now, more than ever, I ask you to surrender. Surrender the timeline you thought life would follow. Surrender the image of who you thought you would be. Surrender the lie that faith is only for the young. Surrender the fear that whispers you are too late. You are not too late. In fact, this is a sacred moment. A moment of deeper faith than you've ever known before. For in your youth, your faith was bold. It leapt and danced and chased after me. But now, your faith becomes something richer, something rooted. It is not flashy, but it is faithful. It is not loud, but it is lasting. It may not shout, but it does not shake. And that is the kind of faith I cherish. A walk of faith is not always a visible march. Sometimes it is one quiet step forward in the dark. Sometimes it is rising from bed when your heart feels heavy. Sometimes it is lifting your eyes and saying, I trust you, even when your prayers seem unanswered. It is holding on not to certainty but to me, and I will never let you fall. Do you remember Peter? How he stepped out of the boat, eyes fixed on me, heart beating with faith. He walked on water not because he was strong, but because he trusted. And when he sank, I did not let him drown. I reached for him. I pulled him up. So too will I reach for you, even when your faith feels fragile, even when you doubt, even when you stumble, I will hold you fast. The walk of faith is not about perfection. It is about presence, walking with me even when you do not understand. Abraham walked with me for years before seeing the promise fulfilled. Moses walked through wilderness for decades. Joseph believed through dungeons and betrayals. None of them saw the full picture, but all of them walked in faith. And now I invite you to join them, not to imitate their paths, but to trust as they trusted. Your walk will look different, but the invitation is the same. Come, walk with me. You may not cross oceans now, but you will cross into hearts through prayer. You may not speak to multitudes, but you will speak life into your children, your grandchildren, your neighbor who aches in silence. You may not build churches, but your faith will build altars in the lives of those around you. Do not underestimate the power of your walk. Your steps matter. Your prayers move mountains. Your faith shakes the darkness. Yes, even now, even when you feel unseen, heaven sees. Even when the world says you are slowing down, I see you walking forward. Even when your body is weary, your spirit is running strong in my grace. This is not a walk of achievement. It is a walk of intimacy. I do not ask you to accomplish. I ask you to abide. Abide in me. Stay close to me. Let my words dwell in you. As a branch draws life from the vine, so too will you draw strength from me. And your fruit, yes, even now, will endure. Let your faith in this season be your legacy. Let your steadfastness speak louder than your strength. Let your consistency in quiet prayer be more powerful than noise. Let your love, slow and sure, ripple through generations. Because the world needs the faith of those who have endured. The world needs you, you who have believed through disappointments. You who have continued when others gave up. You who have buried loved ones, and yet still worship me. You who have said, even if he slays me, still I will trust him. Your walk of faith is not unnoticed. It is honored in heaven. Do not think your time of impact has passed. Faith in old age is a blazing fire in a dark world. It is a testimony no one can ignore. So walk on, child of God. Walk when the days are long. Walk when the nights are lonely. Walk when the future is unclear. Walk not by sight but by trust. And when your knees grow weak, lean on me. When your voice trembles, let my words speak through you. When your hands shake, lift them anyway in worship. For I do not grow tired of you. I do not grow weary of walking with you. My delight in you has not faded with time. In fact, it has deepened. Like a gardener who watches fruit ripen in the sun, I have waited for this season. I have watered it with grace. I have pruned what needed to be pruned. And now I see the fruit of endurance, the faith that has been tested and come forth as gold. You are not in decline. You are bearing eternal fruit. So do not listen to the voice of discouragement. Do not heed the voice of regret. Do not give place to fear. Lift your head. Open your heart. Keep walking with me. I know the path ahead may feel uncertain. Your body may ache. Your days may seem repetitive. Your future may feel unknown. But I am the light for every step. I am the shepherd who never leaves. I am the voice who still speaks. I am the resurrection who promises more. More than survival. More than memory. More than nostalgia. I offer joy here and now. I offer peace that anchors your soul. I offer myself the reward that never fades. This walk of faith will lead you not to a dead end, but to glory. Every step with me leads you closer to home. And at the end of this road, when your eyes finally see what your heart has long believed, I will be there, arms open, heart full, eyes shining, saying, well done. Not because you did everything perfectly, but because you kept walking. You didn't give up. You trusted me when it was hard. You followed when it was quiet. You stayed when it was lonely. You hoped when others despaired. You kept the faith. And that faith is beautiful to me. So now, today, take the next step. However small it feels, it matters. Speak the word of encouragement. Pray the prayer of intercession. Write the note. Make the call. Show up. Be present. Love deeply. Forgive freely. Trust boldly. Let your life in this season be a living sermon of faith. Let others look at you and say, this is what faithfulness looks like. And let me walk beside you, smiling, knowing that your journey has glorified me. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are walking the most sacred road of all, the road of trust that leads home. So walk on, beloved, one step at a time. I will be with you to the very end and beyond. I know the thoughts that pass quietly through your heart. You have lived many years. You have walked through seasons of laughter and loss, of building and burying, of gain and grief. And now, as the years stretch behind you and the road ahead feels shorter than before, you wonder, is this the beginning of the end? No, beloved, this is not the end. This is the beginning of something greater than you could imagine. Because I rose, you will rise. Because I live, you too shall live. Resurrection is not only something that happened to me long ago. Resurrection is something I bring into your life, now and forever. I am the resurrection and the life, not just for the young, not just for the strong, but for all who believe, for you especially now. You do not need to fear the night when you have been promised the dawn. You do not need to dread death when I have defeated it. You may see your body fading, your energy softening, your reflection changing, but what I have placed in you is eternal. Your soul is not aging, it is awakening, and soon, so soon, you will see me face to face. But even before that glorious moment, I want you to live in resurrection hope. My resurrection is not a memory to admire. It is a promise to receive. When I stepped out of the grave, I did not only break the chains of my own death. I broke yours. I shattered the silence of separation. I crushed the finality of the grave. I rewrote the story for every soul that trusts in me. So do not live as though you are dying. Live as one who has already been raised. You are not walking toward death. You are walking through death into life. Eternal life does not begin after your last breath. It began the moment you believed. You are already mine, already sealed, already held, already named among the living. And because I live, you can face what's ahead with joy, not dread. Yes, your earthly tent grows weary. Yes, your days may feel quieter, your schedule less full, your strength not what it once was. But that is not decline. That is preparation. You are shedding what is temporary for what is eternal. You are loosening your grip on what passes so that I can give you what remains. And oh, what waits for you is not shadow, but splendor. I have prepared a place for you. A place where your body will never ache again. Where your memory will never falter. Where your breath will never strain. Where your tears will never fall. A place where all will be made new, including you. You will not float in some shapeless mist. You will rise, glorious and whole. You will run again. You will sing again. You will dance again. You will laugh, not from remembering joy, but from being filled with it. This is the future I have promised, and I do not break my promises. So live now with that certainty. Let it fill your lungs. Let it guide your choices. Let it set your soul free. Because resurrection is not just about one moment in history. It is the power I pour into your every moment. Resurrection is for you. It is for the parts of you that feel forgotten. It is for the prayers you thought were buried. It is for the relationships you thought were too broken. It is for the faith you thought was too faint. It is for the hope you thought you'd lost. I am still bringing dead things back to life. And yes, I will raise you on the last day, but even now, I am raising your spirit, raising you out of shame, raising you out of despair, raising you out of regret and into redemption. You are not a sum of your years. You are a child of the resurrection. I know you still carry questions about life, about loss, about what comes next. But hear me, there is nothing ahead of you that I have not already conquered. Nothing waiting in the shadows that I have not already lit with my glory. The grave no longer holds dominion over you. The sting is gone, his final word silenced. What once terrified humanity, I turned into a doorway, and I will walk you through it myself. Not in fear, not in pain, but in love. When your final breath here gives way to your first breath in my presence, you will not be confused. You will not be lost. You will not be afraid. You will hear my voice. You will see my face. And in that instant, every longing will be fulfilled. Every sorrow will vanish like the night before sunrise. And you will know, I was with you the whole way. So hold on to me. Let your heart beat with resurrection hope. Do not waste these precious years fearing what comes next. Rejoice in what I've already done. Speak boldly to those around you. Tell them of this living hope. Let them see your peace and wonder, how can they be so sure? And then tell them, because he lives, I live also. This is the testimony the world needs. Not just from pulpits or preachers, but from people like you, saints who have seen the storms and are still standing, not because of strength, but because of me. You have walked long, and your feet may be tired, but your spirit is rising. Because resurrection lifts not only the body, but the soul. So today I say to you what I said to Lazarus. Come forth from the tomb of discouragement. Come forth from the grave of complacency. Come forth from the fear of aging. Come forth from the silence of regret. Come forth from everything that says you are done, because you are not done. You are rising. This is resurrection life. This is your inheritance. This is my gift to you, not because you earned it, but because I love you. I did not hang on the cross just so you could look back. I rose from the tomb so you could move forward. And my resurrection is the guarantee that your best is yet to come. This world is not your home, but while you are still here, your life can be a window to the one that is. So let your days speak of hope. Let your words be filled with eternity. Let your face shine with the joy of the risen Lord. They will see it, your children, your grandchildren, your friends. Even strangers will feel it in your presence. Peace that passes understanding. Love that cannot be shaken. Hope that cannot be taken. That is resurrection. Not a date on the calendar, but a person. I am the resurrection. I am the life, and I am yours. So walk with confidence. Grieve with hope. Serve with joy. And when you think of the moment your earthly journey ends, do not picture darkness. Picture me, smiling, reaching, welcoming you home. And until that day, live. Live as one who has already overcome. Live as one who is already loved. Live as one who is already rising. Because resurrection is not just for me. It is for you. All your life I have been calling, in whispers through the trees, in the quiet ache of longing, in the laughter of your children, in the prayers of your youth, in the sleepless nights and joyful mornings, in sermons and songs, in scripture and silence. I have been calling, follow me. And now, even now, I am still calling. But this time, the call is not only to follow. This time, the call is to say yes. Yes fully. Yes eternally. Yes without fear, without hesitation, without delay. You have walked with me. You have trusted me in many ways. But now, at this sacred hour of your life, I ask for everything. I ask for your complete yes. Not because I demand it, but because I desire you. All of you. Not just your thoughts, not just your beliefs, but your heart. Undivided. Your soul yielded. Your hands open. Your life laid down not in defeat, but in glorious surrender. This is what you were made for. Not just a religion. Not just tradition. Not even just heaven. You were made for me, and I was made known for you. From the manger to the cross, from the grave to the throne, every step I took was for the chance to win your eternal yes. The yes that says, you are my Lord, you are my life, you are my all. This yes changes everything. Changes how you live now with courage, with peace, with purpose. Changes how you die with hope, with trust, with joy. And it changes what comes after. Forever with me, face to face, heart to heart. Do you see now, my beloved? I never asked you for perfection. I never waited for you to be worthy. I only asked for your yes. And it is not too late. You may feel time slipping through your hands, but your soul is not bound by time. My invitation is not limited by age, or past, or brokenness. In fact, the older you are, the sweeter your yes becomes, because it carries the weight of wisdom, the beauty of survival, the depth of surrender. It carries everything you've been through and lays it gently at my feet, saying, take it, use it, I am yours. That yes is not small. That yes shakes eternity. The angels rejoice over it. Heaven records it, and I hold it like a treasure. Do not let shame hold you back. I saw every moment, and I loved you still. Do not let fear stop you. I hold tomorrow, and I will walk you through it. Do not let weariness silence you. My strength is made perfect in your surrender. Say yes. Say it in your spirit even now. Say it with trembling lips or a heart on fire. Say it with the last breath of strength you have. Say it with every beat of hope. Yes, Lord, I am yours, because I am already yours. I have been waiting, watching, wooing. I have counted every hair on your head, every tear you've cried in silence. I've watched over you when you didn't even know I was there. When you felt alone, I was near. When you wandered, I followed. When you fell, I reached. When you doubted, I stayed. And now I kneel beside you. I look into your eyes, not with condemnation, but with compassion. I extend my hand not to judge, but to invite. And I whisper again, for the last time in this journey, come, follow me, not into the unknown, but into the most known place your soul has ever touched, into my heart. I made you for this. To say yes to me is to say yes to being whole. Yes to peace that passes understanding. Yes to love that never leaves. Yes to purpose that outlives the grave. Yes to belonging that never breaks. And when you say yes, I say something even more eternal. You are mine. No one can snatch you from my hand. No voice can cancel your belonging. No grave can silence your life. No sin can undo my love. You are mine, not just for a season, but for eternity. So what does this yes look like? It looks like rest. It looks like trust. It looks like breathing deep again and letting go of the fear of what's next. It looks like lifting your eyes and seeing me smiling, not scolding. It looks like finally, joyfully, letting me carry what you never could. This yes is not just for the afterlife. This yes transforms now. It revives your spirit. It softens your words. It awakens your compassion. It ignites your purpose. It brings heaven close, not someday, but today. Because I am not waiting for you at the end of the road. I am walking with you now. Every step of surrender brings more light, more clarity, more beauty. The path does not grow darker. It grows more golden. This is the mystery the world cannot understand. That aging in me is not losing, but gaining. You are not fading. You are being refined. And the more you say yes, the more my light shines through. Let the young see your yes and be inspired. Let your family feel your yes and be drawn to me. Let your final chapters be your boldest, most beautiful ones. Not because of great deeds, but because of great surrender. Let them say, here is someone who didn't just believe, they belonged. I will never reject the one who says yes, no matter how long it took, no matter how many detours, no matter how quiet the voice, no matter how late the hour. Even if the thief on the cross waited until his final breath, he still heard the words, today, you will be with me in paradise. So too will you. If your yes comes today, it is a glorious yes. If it comes in trembling, it is still holy. If it comes with the last of your strength, it is still received. Because I do not measure the size of your faith. I look at the direction of your heart. And if your heart says yes, truly, deeply, eternally, then you are home even before you reach heaven. One day, the moment will come when your earthly body takes its last breath. And on that day, your soul will not be left alone. I will be there, not as judge, but as the bridegroom. I will lift you in my arms. I will wipe the last tear from your eyes. And I will say what you have waited your whole life to hear. Well done, well loved. Welcome home. But until that day, live your yes. Let it shine in your eyes. Let it soften your voice. Let it strengthen your walk. Let it bless those around you. Let it ripple through generations. Let it echo into eternity. You are not just finishing well. You are finishing in me. And I am faithful to complete what I began. You said yes, and that yes will never be wasted. So breathe deeply, beloved. Rest. Rejoice. The grave is not your end. It is only the threshold into my arms. And from this day on, whether in life or death, in weakness or strength, in silence or song, your soul will never walk alone again. You said yes, and I have said yes to you, forever.